I'm back with Lynn, and I'm so sorry you are going through this. It sounds like such a difficult experience. I'm hoping now, though, you can tell us a little bit about treatments and just advice that you might have for someone who's just starting to deal with Meniere's disease now.
Well, I was starting to get very frustrated because I never knew when these attacks were coming on. I didn't see how I could get by day to day without doing something. First line of treatment for any Meniere's patient would be three things. One is they want you to stay very hydrated. The second thing, and a very important part of it, is very low sodium diet. Everything has salt in it. If you're not a salt conscious person, I always was a salt conscious person, but everything has high levels of sodium practically. So you really have to watch that. And the third thing was to take a water pill, which sounds kind of contraindicated to being hydrated a lot, but it's what they want you to do. A lot of people do very well with just that. I was unfortunately not one of those people. So I did speak to my doctor. What we did at that point is I went on to a medication. It's called betahistine, and they don't manufacture it in the United States. So I get mine from a pharmacy in Canada, but you can have it compounded in the United States at a compounding pharmacy. So I did that. It did help. However, I was still getting intense attacks. So I went the next step, which was I had inner ear injections. They might do it differently at different doctor's offices. Mine was once a week for 3 weeks in a row with, I'm trying to think, it was with some type of a steroid. And that actually seems to be helping me because I'm still having attacks here and there. However, the attacks are less intense. And to me, that, you know, if I can have an attack for an hour or 2 hours with less nausea and less spinning, you know, that's something that you can definitely deal with. My advice, I always have my medications with me. The doctor has prescribed diazepam for the spinning and ondansetron, those are both generics, ondansetron for the nausea. I keep them in my pocketbook, in my car, and by the side of my bed. And anytime an attack just comes on or I feel the symptoms coming on, I always have them near me. I always have an emesis bag in my car or in my pocketbook if I'm going to be out in public, just in case I do have to vomit in an inopportune time. But one thing, especially if you are new to this, is I would tell the people that you're working with that you have this condition. And anytime I am starting to have an attack, I call a family member. So this way they know if I need help and I can't drive because I'm taking the medications, they know I'm having the attack, they know where I am. I actually have walked out of offices and got into the back seat of my car. So if someone needs to come to get me, they can drive. They don't need to try to get me out of an office. Those are things that I would say are really very helpful. Just let people know what's going on when it starts to happen and have your medicines with you.